What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Copart for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. So it's no secret that I've been looking at a lot of trucks lately, and I've bought a few. I currently have a Ford Raptor 2012 first gen, then I've got a 2018 F150, and I've got a 2014 F150. All so far have been pretty good trucks, with the exception of one of them having this nasty engine tick when it's running, and that's the 2018 Coyote. And it got me thinking, are Fords really as good as I've been thinking they are, or could I be wrong? Well, I hear through the grapevine that the Nissan Titan is probably one of the most reliable trucks ever built, next to maybe the Toyota Tundra. I don't know. Nissan Titan, Toyota Tundra, you guys drop a comment below and tell me which one you think is best. But I have seen these things, the Titans and the Tundras, both with 300, 400,000 miles on them. And they just keep going and going. They're like the Energizer Bunny, man. So it got me thinking, Fords are notorious for noises. Chevy is notorious for displacement on demand problems, camshaft failure. And Dodge also used to be notorious for the displacement on demand issues and lifter / camshaft failure. What are Nissan Titans and Toyota Tundras known for? Just reliability. They're just great trucks. The problem that I have with them is they're not super exciting trucks. They don't have all the latest gadgets and gizmos, all the latest and greatest technology. They're just good, solid, dependable, average run-of-the-mill trucks. But maybe I've been missing something with that. I'm looking for things that have all of the latest features, even if we are talking about back in 2012, 2014, even 2018. I like to have some of the more modern amenities that come with some of these newer trucks. But what if it would just be better to have something that's good, solid, and reliable? Well, it's got me thinking about perhaps purchasing a Titan and maybe a Tundra. I don't know. Let's take a quick look at this one and I'll show you what I mean. It's an 09, so of course this is quite a bit older. It has power. That's impressive. See what I mean? First car of the day, and it's got power. Normally we got to jump start stuff. It's got plenty of room in the back. This one's got cloth seats. There's no leather. It's a little dirty. Most of the vehicles out here are, but it's just plain. Now, with that said, you could upgrade. The biggest issue, I think, for most people on something that's sold is going to be the infotainment system, because there really isn't one. It's got a hole in the seat, no big deal. These are things that you could fix or just replace the seat. Let's climb in. Boy, this was a smaller person because my knees are all the way in the dash here. I'm very curious to see what the miles are on this, and if it even runs. Oh, 164? 974. This thing's got at least another, 200,000 miles of life left in it? I mean, that's the way people make these sound anyway, as if they just run forever and they never need any work. Well, it fired right up. That's not a ticking noise. Tell me that's not a ticking noise. Is that a ticking noise under the hood? No way. Does the AC work? And then somebody's already upgraded the radio, but I'm talking like a screen, where you got a nice good size screen, touch screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of that stuff, like navigation. Today, that's what everybody wants, including me. I love having that stuff, but at the same time, there's something to be said about just kind of a basic truck. Less things to go wrong, less things to break. And as I just said, if you want to upgrade stuff, I mean, it's not that big of a deal to throw in an aftermarket radio. The air conditioning does work. Brakes work. Let's put it in gear. Oh. What is that? Okay. Let's put that in park. Ooh. That's not good. That is not good at all. It sounds like a drive shaft is just banging around under here. Oh, I'm becoming an expert on drive shafts lately, guys. So, let's take a look under here and see what we see. Oh, it's got a drive shaft. As far as I can see, it looks like drive shaft is fine. I know you guys can't really see, but there must be something inside that, I don't know, man. I put it in drive and it just started making a ton of noise. I'm going to go out on a limb and say since the drive shaft looks like it's intact, that rear diff must be blown. That rear diff must be shot. And it's even got a cooler on the back side of it. If you can see it, it's got a cooler on it, man. You know, heat sinks on the back to help keep the rear diff cool. Well, I mean, a rear end isn't the end of the world, you know. But I guess that just goes to show that these aren't entirely indestructible like everybody says that they are. And this is just pure luck. I just happened to find this. Optima red top battery. Got your 5.6 with a K&N cold air intake. Under the hood, everything looks pretty good though. Belts look good. I don't see any leaks to speak of. It's got good Yokohama tires all the way around. I don't know though, guys. I don't know. Let's take a peek underneath and see if there's anything leaking under the front. Anything concerning? No. Dry as a bone. Could be a good truck. Could be a good truck. Since it has the drive shaft, and it appears the drive shaft is connected, yeah, I'd be leaning towards something blown in the rear end. I guess it could be a... I don't know. If the drive shaft is bolted on, there's no reason, unless a U-joint failed, but even if that was the case, if a U-joint had failed on this, the drive shaft would be hanging out, wouldn't it? It wouldn't just be sitting there spinning. Yeah, I could see it's the bolts and everything are there. U-joints installed there. Moving up front. I don't see anything wrong with the drive shaft. I don't know if you can see or not. You probably don't have the same vantage point that I do. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say the rear differential shot in this. Big deal? Not really. I mean, some people make replacing a rear end a big deal. I don't see where it's that big of a deal. Just buy one, you know, find one from a junkyard, guaranteed, and just drop this one out and throw the new one in. It's not that complicated. Aside from that, it seems like it's a good truck. It ran good. I'll bet money that it drives good. I can't believe that it's here because of that. Oh, well, it says right here, lost type mechanical. How do you salvage a car for a rear diff going bad? I don't understand that. That's a mechanical failure. That's not something that insurance companies are generally going to cover unless it was due to an impact. And I didn't see any impact on that rear diff. So I don't know how you... let me know, guys. That way, if I ever blow an engine or transmission, I can just call my insurance company and say, hey, man, you know, yeah, it's got 200,000 miles on it. Transmission went bad. I'd like to collect a check from you and write that off. I don't know how you do that, but if anybody figures it out, let me know. Well, right next to the Titan, we got a couple F150s, so I figured we'd just take a quick look at these. This is an 03, and of course, it's the Super Crew. You get the back seats. It actually doesn't look bad. This one's got power too, and it doesn't look too bad. Definitely an older Ford. They had their issues with these two, man. Like, it seems like for the last long time, almost every make and model has been having some pretty significant issues mechanically with either engines or transmissions. It's just been like that for a really long time. So if you really want something reliable that's relatively easy to work on and cheap to repair, it almost seems like you need to go back to the 90s and beyond. You know, you may 70s, 80s, maybe 90s. 90s were pretty good, you know, especially for Chevys and Fords. They both made some pretty decent pickup trucks. But something happened, you know, into the 2000s up till today. It just seems like every manufacturer's got significant issues. this one fired right up. This is an insurance loss, but it says loss type unknown. What is this? Oh, that's some type of a vacuum line. That's probably important. Why don't we shut it off? It's idling over 1,000 RPM. Let's shut it off, because it appears that somebody may have taken something off of the engine here. And I smell fuel. Yeah, I smell fuel under here. Real strong. Okay, well, this is one we're just going to leave alone then. You never know what you're getting into with these guys. You just never know. I smell the fuel more from that side than I smell it over here on this side. Yeah, I don't want to... Could you imagine? Could you imagine a totaled car and I burn it down? I totaled it again. I'd have to run inside and be like, hey guys, I really am sorry, but I caught one of your vehicles on fire. And imagine if one of these caught on fire, how many of them... I mean, it would be a disaster. Well, this is interesting. How did I miss that? The rear bumper is literally sitting in the bed. So the bumper's in the bed, they took it off, almost like there was some kind of damage down here. So I don't see any damage. None. Not to the tow hitch, not to anything. This is a decent old truck. The 2 valves, I think are a little better than the 3 valves. The 3 valves started having issues. You know what happened with Ford? They started incorporating cam phasers, you know, variable valve timing. I think that's part of the problem with a lot of these vehicles today, is they just haven't got the variable valve timing figured out yet. Fords are notorious. It doesn't matter what engine, whether it's a 2.7, 3.5, 5.0, cam phasers, man. Timing chain issues, cam phasers. GM is camshafts and lifters. It's and Dodge also camshaft and lifters. Just not a very impressive look for the American automobile industry. You know what I mean? Now this is I was excited and then I wasn't, because wow, if you buy this truck, you get all of this with it. Catalytic converter that somebody chopped off. Looks like they cut it off with a sawzall. They cut the oxygen sensor with a sawzall. There's a rack and pinion in there. There's an entire fuel pump and sending unit assembly right there. Oh boy. Medical stuff. Looks like a subframe, K-member or something is in there for Christmas lights, or those aren't Christmas, those are I can't remember. The lucky, not Lucky Charms. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. Irish Day. Like, it's killing me that I can't think of. I can't think of yeah, I can't. It escapes me. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. I wonder if this was taken by the police. You know. It is an insurance. It just says loss side. That's all it says. You got a don't tread on me bell. Don't tread on the person that's out there jacking your catalytic converters, okay, and stealing parts from your vehicles. Definitely don't tread on those people. Let's take a look at the side and see if I missed something. I mean, it's, you know, it's dinged up pretty good everywhere. Yeah, I guess I see it. I missed it because of how banged up the rest of it is. But yeah, it's... Oh, there's a bullet hole. You got caught stealing one too many catalytic converters, I think. And someone got tired of messing with them. Did it go all the way through? I'm sure it did. No? Really? Oh, the window must have been down. It was. The window was down, and I'll bet the window caught it and stopped it. Wow. Lucky person right there. Yeah, you could hear the glass. Listen to that. Yep. Brand new tires. BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs. Those are great tires. They're in excellent shape. Don't know where the front bumper went. Maybe they sold it to pay for gas so they go steal some more catalytic converters. Oh man, look at this. Look at this botched weld. Good Lord. Yeah, that's I don't know if I'd trust that. They did it over here too. They botched this one as well. Wow. All right. Let's take a peek under the hood real quick. Ugh. Oh man. This is the V6. They took the damn battery too. They weren't messing around. They took the battery. Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to be your 4.2 liter. Definitely not a desirable engine for sure, even with the manual transmission. This is oh, and there you go, from the brake booster, I assume. Yeah, I think we're gonna walk away from this truck, guys. Even if I wanted the truck, there's no way I want to dig out whatever's in this bed. No way at all I'm gonna go through this. There could be stolen stuff. There's no telling what is in this bed, and I really don't want to be the one to find out. And look at this. They held the back window in with bolts and nuts all the way around. Yeah, the whole back window is held in place with nuts and bolts. Nope, we're gonna walk away from this one. This is a 2013. I don't think this is it is a sport. It's a sport HSE luxury, but you know, I don't believe this is gonna be supercharged, guys. Let's take a look at the interior and let's try to figure out why this is here, because honestly, it doesn't look bad. Oh, well, it's got a blown airbag. It's wrecked? I didn't see anything that looked wrecked. I must have missed it. Yeah, I must have missed it. Let's pop the hood and see if we can figure out why it's here. I saw that the bumper was a little bit out of whack right here. It's got some scrapes on the front. Oh, they went... No, I thought maybe it was a low hit. I'm very confused. Look down here. Everything looks like it's intact, just like it's supposed to be. There's a little crack on the bumper and there's a sensor missing over here. It definitely took a little bit of a hit, maybe over here, but it doesn't look like it was serious enough to blow an airbag. I don't know. Very interesting. Hopefully it's still got a battery. It's full of coolant. In fact, it's overfilled with coolant. These things are notorious for popping head gaskets. They're really notorious for popping head gaskets. Let's see what else we got going on in here. It's got power, which is good. The seatbelt, we still have a good seatbelt. The pre-tensioner didn't blow, so it looks like just blew the front bag. So you're gonna have to take out the airbag module, have it reset. You're gonna have to replace this airbag, and assuming a sensor got tripped behind the front bumper, you're gonna have to get that replaced as well. The interior is actually really nice. Like it's very nice. It smells good. It's clean. The wheels, they're curbed pretty well, but it's got a good set of Saloon tires. Let's see what's going on back here. There we go. I do like a Range Rover. I do. There's somebody's Sonic left over. Some old bags of junk. Nothing interesting back there. Oh, and this one is a Falcon, so it's got mismatched tires. That tells you a lot about the maintenance of the vehicle. This tire is bald. There's nothing left on that one. So yeah, it's just got a whole bunch of mismatched tires. That's not very promising, is it? Let's go ahead and climb in. We'll fire it up real quick, just see what it sounds like. Fired right up. Oh, what is that noise? Let's not do that again. Okay, that was really bad. Really bad. Well, it runs like a top. We have suspension fault, check engine light. I'll just say okay to all of that. There we go. Okay. Lots of faults. TPMS fault. It's all kinds of upset. Air conditioning? Well, we'll find out here in just a second. Not going to bet on air conditioning working. Important window on this one. Does work. Less important, also works. Looks like next oil change was due at 169, 268. And what's it got on it now? Well, that's a great question. I have no idea. Well, yeah, I don't see the, is there a button? I've had these. I can't believe I can't figure out how to find the mileage, but I don't know where the mileage is. Air conditioning does not work. It is super hot in here. Can we turn it off? There we go. 164,704 is the miles. So it's not even due for its next oil change yet. So here's what concerns me. We've got a suspension fault right off the bat. Those are never good. The airbag blew, so I'm wondering if there's not more damage probably hidden behind the bumper that we're just not going to see until we buy it, pull the bumper off, and then find that there's tons of damage back there. The fact that the air conditioning doesn't work is very concerning because this accident could be a lot worse underneath. We could have a torn up condenser. Now the radiator is not blown because we still have a full jug of coolant under the hood, but I think there's more to this story than meets the eye. And because of that, and the fact that I know how bad these things can be, and that it's not a supercharged version, we're going to walk away from this one. How about a 2014 F150 King Ranch? Don't worry, it's just the tire on the other side is flat. Otherwise, this thing is in perfect condition. Just take a look at it, will you? Wow. Yeah, this is nice. This is really, really nice. I'm a big fan of the white on gold and all the chrome. It's got the back flip cover. I think that is, well, this is called armor, but same type of cover as the back flip. You got the V8, I think, Flex Fuel V8. It's got a couple of scrapes on the side. It's no big deal. None of this is hard to fix, guys. This is all receipts. It's just got a flat tire. If you air the tire up and get a slide hammer and pull all of this straight, and then take a sledgehammer and beat this fender back this direction, you can get these gaps perfect. The headlight, it's really not as bad as it looks. It does have a few cracks, but there's nothing really that damaged. You could easily fix this with a little bit of silicone and maybe a little bit of tape. You know, some Scotch tape would probably fix that right up. This is a four-wheel drive. And don't worry, the steering wheel is just turning really far this direction. There's a piece on the ground there. I think you could just use some Loctite and that'll go back on. The tire, I think, is savable. The wheel's fine. This is all fine. It's just a matter of a little bit of Bondo to fill in. Like right here, you slide hammer this out just a little bit and then pile it up with Bondo and then sand it and then do a skim coat over the top of it. It'll be fine. This gap here, it's not as bad as it looks. You can take a crowbar, slide it in here, and just pop this back out and get your gaps right. And again, slide hammer some of this and fill it with Bondo and it'll be fine. The door, these are minimal damage things here, guys. This is no big deal. You know, a little bit of Bondo goes a long way. Same thing over here. So really, the damage isn't that bad. Again, you got a crack over here in this lens. It's not a big deal. You know, a little bit of tape and silicone, and you have this sucker looking, you'll have it looking good as new, truthfully. Easy fix here, guys. And I'll bet this thing goes for next to nothing. Cracked windshield. Dang it. Yeah, you better fix the windshield. We'll do the windshield right, but the rest of it, a crowbar, hammers, and some Bondo, and some spray paint, and we'll have this sucker looking really, really good. Then maybe after we spray paint it and get it all good again, we can take some sandpaper and scuff it up really bad to make it look like old. You know what I mean? Like give it a rustic look to it by taking the clean paint, sanding it all up and scratching it up and making it look really dull. And it definitely needs a windshield, and I don't know, maybe some JB Weld. And we're really going to have to hammer on this one, guys. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely some structural integrity issues going on here. Yeah, I don't know, what would we fill this gap in with? It's doable. We could fix this. Well, this is a little worse. Man. Yeah. You know what? This one this is going to take a little more than what I've got to fix, guys. We could put a windshield in it though, and that'd go a long way to making it look a lot better. Throw a bumper on it, maybe some headlights and a hood, and you know, put a tire on it. Maybe put the spare tire on it, and at least then it would look a little better. Throw some headlights in it, of course. Yeah, we could really do something with this, but honestly, I think I'd rather fix the F150 for you guys. And if you haven't figured it out, it's a joke, guys. I'm absolutely kidding. I can't imagine what the comment section is going to look like for this video. I'm absolutely joking. So next, why don't we look at something that doesn't look like it's totally destroyed? How about a GMC Yukon Denali? It's a 2010. Let me guess, it's wrecked in the back? No. Is it wrecked on the side? No. It's got a flat tire. I mean, it needs tires. All the tires are kind of rotten. So let's see what it says. Oh boy, prescription hash. There you go. Friends don't let friends smoke Reggie. Okay. And then of course, Jesus, you know, saying that I saw that you were smoking reefer. Flex fuel vehicle, black with chrome, probably black interior. No, it's not. It's actually two-tone interior. You got that tan on brown. I actually really like this color. 2010. Oh boy. Whoa, what's... Oh, this door panel is not quite all the way on. Yeah, that's gonna need some attention. Seats, well, a little rough, but not too bad. It's got running boards, and the fact it has a dashboard at all is pretty impressive. These things usually disintegrate, just like the Dodges, man. They just fall apart. Let's put the key in it. See what it does. Got a little exhaust, or somebody cut the converter. I don't know what's going on there. It's got this, yeah. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's got some exhaust going on, doesn't it? It really just sounds like somebody chopped the muffler off. Important window works. I didn't expect it was going to. Less important window works. Air conditioning's already ice cold. Somebody already had that on full blast. Let me see if I can set this seat back just a little bit. There we go. Scoot it forward and lean it back. Let's take a look at the gauges and see what they're doing. Battery looks good. Temperature is obviously cold. It's got, you know, almost 3/4 of tank gas. Oil pressure is at, well, close to 60, probably around 55 psi. Not bad at all. Oil change at 234,481. Well, I just wonder what the mileage is going to be on this today. Let's take a look. Service TPMS, tires flat, we understand. Got it. We don't care. Let's, odometer 232,134. So it's not even due for the oil change yet. Does it go into gear? Let's close that door. I mean, I know it's got a flat, but goes forwards. Brakes feel good. Backwards. You got a little backup camera there. That's nice. It goes forwards and backwards. Not bad. You got a sunroof. Of course, it's a Denali. Let's pop the hood. Uh-oh. Boy, that door needs to be addressed, doesn't it? Make sure this is unlocked. Pop the hood. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the DVD screen back here. See if it works. Not that I don't have any DVDs, but I mean, I'm just curious. Ugh, good Lord. I mean, it opens. Does it work? Who knows? Back here, third row seats look good. The captain's seats look good as well. Let's see if this hatch opens here. Very nice. Oh, it's got some stuff in it. That's what I'm talking about. Hey! Vaseline and gloves. I don't know. Vaseline and gloves in the back. Well, you know, that's okay. That's okay. It sounds good. It sounds healthy. I kind of wonder if this maybe was a repossession, you know? Just kind of curious. This thing might be a repo. This isn't too bad though, guys. It actually sounds like it runs good. I can't remember if these are the 6.2s. I think they're still 5.3s. Uh-oh. The hood doesn't stay open. Well, that's fine. It's not important. Well, the emissions label's been deleted. So, your guess is as good as mine. That's not helping that this thing is just sitting here. So hold on a second, guys. Maybe it's not broken, it's just not set on there properly. There we go. It's temporarily sitting on here. It's probably the 5.3. That would be my guess if it's a 5.3. See if it closes. Gently. There we go. Yeah, it's got a little bit of paint damage. Oh, you know what I just realized? Somebody's left the sunroof open. Great. I'm surprised it doesn't smell like nasty, moldy water, mildew, or... Yeah, that's wide open. That's not good. All right, well, this is one to put on the list. I like it, and it seems to be running fine. Transmission seems to be all right. Yeah, I'd give it a chance. Air-conditioned seats, too. Let's turn those on. Yes. No check engine light either. Everything seems to work. This is going on the list, guys. I like it. So I went ahead and put the Denali on my watch list, and of course, it is a 6.2. I don't know what I was thinking. It's a Denali. Ooh. I'm actually sitting in it right now, and it started idling really, really poorly. Just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, it's starting to get a little... Yeah, there's something going on with this one, guys. I'm going to keep it on the watch list, though. I'll take a chance on it for the right price. But this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's content, and I hope, you know, through the really wrecked ones that I said we could bondo and fix. And I was joking. It's just a joke, guys. But I'm sure the comments have already started flooding in. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.